World Cup 2018 betting tips for matches, winner and top goal scorers. Can Germany do it again? Will the Brazilians be brilliant? Or can Lionel Messi get his hands on the trophy he wants more than anything? Neymar and Co do look good, and it would be no surprise to see them in the Moscow final next month. But with France well stocked, Spain at the center of this year's storm, and a couple of dark horses capable of mounting a charge, there's lots to get stuck into. And don't forget England. Gareth Southgate has impressed during his time in charge, and the Three Lions should be aiming for a quarter-final. Then, who knows? Here's our betting guide to the teams at the top of the market, plus some special bets, including top scorers and group picks. Former England captain Terry Butcher, in a recent interview with Sportsmail, spoke about World Cup winning teams always having spirit, togetherness. Check out the pictures of Philippe Coutinho's birthday, and the ability to laugh, and that's good news for Brazil backers. The five-time champions, in training and during friendlies, look like one big, happy yellow camp. Under tight, the man who in June 2016 rescued them from a very un-Brazilian start to qualifying, 2 wins from 6, and took them on a 12-match unbeaten run, 10 wins, that saw them become the first country to stamp their ticket to Russia. There's a harmony that wasn't there during Dunga's time in charge. In Alisson they've got a world-class keeper behind a solid defense, 3 goals conceded in those 12 games, a tidy, blended midfield, and a wealth of attacking options, including Gabriel Jesus and Philippe Coutinho supporting main man Neymar. Now the world's most expensive footballer, he's an even better player than the one who was kneed out of the competition 4 years ago, although even he wouldn't have had the power to stop a German juggernaut that night in Belo Horizonte. There's so much to like about this Brazilian side, and if there's a negative, it's the absence of injured right-back Dani Alves. Neymar has only just returned from his own lengthy spell on the sidelines with a foot injury, so he should be fresh, but he'll also need to be 100%. He looked the part scoring in the 3-0 win over Austria as they wrapped up their warm-up matches, and if he can hit top form they'll be worthy favorites. The defending champions are just behind Brazil in the betting, and they too blazed a trail to Russia with 10 wins from 10, scoring 43 goals for the loss of just 4. They also won the Confederations Cup a year ago, where some of the next band of superstars made their mark. Timo Werner took the Golden Boot, and Joachim Low feels he has a squad so strong he doesn't need Manchester City flyer Leroy Sane. So far, so good. Now the bad stuff. In 5 games after the qualification campaign they drew 3 times, England, France and Spain, before losing to Brazil and Austria. Their final warm-up against Saudi Arabia gave them a chance to get back on track, but a 2-1 win wasn't the dominant display fans were expecting. They'll be there or thereabouts though. They've been to the semis or better every time since 2002 and are 6-5 to travel at least as far again. Keeper Manuel Neuer was a concern. Like Neymar, he's only just returned to fitness, but his absence was for most of the season. History also points to a different winner, as no team has successfully defended the trophy since Brazil in 1962. You can almost hear France laughing. It's normally the men in blue shooting themselves in the foot as the big kickoff approaches, but Spain have well and truly jumped El Shark. It's a unique approach, sacking their manager just 2 days before their opening game. And what an opener! Neighbors and Euro 2016 winners Portugal provide the opposition in Sochi on Friday night in what bookies believe will be the group decider, although Iran have been touted as potential shock troops. 6-1 to go through. Morocco are also in Group B. Here's what Laurent Koscielny wrote in a touching letter to the France squad after being ruled out of the tournament through injury. The main thing is to get along with each other, all together, players and staff. Was it a head knock, Laurent? Come on, we all know that's not how it works for France. There's no sex tape blackmail plot or refusals to play this year, but Paul Pogba being booed by his own fans is the latest issue, giving Les Bleus the blues. There's talk he may have lost his place in the starting 11. His pal Antoine Griezmann certainly won't have, and the Euro 2016 top scorer will be assisted by Kylian Mbappé in what could be the strongest squad in Russia. It's up there with Brazil's anyway. They should make a fast start by thumping the Aussies, top their group and be handed a reasonably kind last 16 tie. But then the going gets tough and they're 10-thirds to exit at the quarter-final stage and 4-1 to go in the semis. Griezmann, at 12-1, has only Lionel Messi and Neymar ahead of him in the top scorer betting, but the 7/4 he finishes as the leading French marksman has much more appeal. For a small man he's got massive shoulders, and for what could be the last time Lionel Messi will carry the weight of a nation at the greatest show on earth. He's proved he can decide matches on his own. He got them to Russia by winning the final qualifier, but their goal-scoring record was shocking. In their 10-team, 18-game competition, only Bolivia, 16